I accidentally made an upcoming encounter tonally inappropriate. So my level 5 players think they're about to fight a beholder. The twist of this particular quest was going to be a funny one, that the beholder is actually a kooky fire gnome in a beholder-shaped hot air balloon coming from the plane of fire to try and conquer the material plane. Now that's all well and good, but one of my players was aggressively grilling the lord of the castle, the character's former fiancé, and the roleplay led me to reveal the subplot they were supposed to piece together in the castle. That the lord's sister killed his father, then herself, because he was practicing dark magic and physically abusing her. This was very much supposed to be a side thing that the characters might not even figure out if they didn't explore every room, but learning about this plot point made my players zero in on it, and the players have become more weird and paranoid about this than I've ever seen them get about anything in years of playing with them. So now it feels super tonally inappropriate to just spring a kooky gnome villain on them when they've avoided all the clues about the beholder not actually being a beholder, and basically everything that would have built the absurd tone I wanted, rather than the dark gothic horror tone that ended up happening. I don't know what to do, and I don't have time to fix it. Let's talk about writing in general first. There's a concept known as tonal whiplash, where a sudden tone shift is jarring for an audience. This can be done purposefully to make a certain event hit harder, whether it is comedic or tragic, but like many things in writing, it should never be done by accident. Now that that's out of the way, what the hell are you doing? You decided to just sprinkle in not one but two, unfortunately very relatable and very traumatic topics as a side thing that the characters might not even figure out. And then you were surprised when they, how did you put it, got weird about it? Maybe you're young, maybe you're just a little socially unaware, but here's some advice. Horrible, violent things happen a lot in fantasy, but most of these things are totally unrelatable, like fending off a dragon or a zombie. But when the things in fantasy start to feel more relatable, they can start to feel less like fantasy. And maybe these particular topics are totally unrelatable to you, in which case you are lucky and I'm happy for you. But that's not going to be the case for everyone, especially if you have women at your table, which it sounds like you do. Every table is different, and what every table is okay with is different. But if you are going to include very relatable and very sensitive topics, you need to treat them with the gravity they deserve. And fellas, this channel isn't just for the fellas, but right now I'm talking to the fellas. When you are designing a fantasy world, does it just so happen to include every single one of a woman's worst nightmares? And if you are you doing your due diligence with the informed consent of your table, or are you just sprinkling them in as a, how did you put it? A side thing?